Imagine how funny it would be if OBS just crashed right now. Wouldn't that just be grand comedy? Okay. Alright, I expected to a bit more of this and such like that, but oh boy. It's like I've never used a computer before. Alright, I think we're good on this. Not gonna be too much of a stream. It's just gonna be a casual mm, top of the morning to everyone. Well, more like top of the afternoon. It's gonna be a few and such like that. Should have came more prepared. But yeah. Welcome to my domain, humble traveler. Today I shall what the fuck is what am I doing? Okay. It's like the fucking the returnal technical difficulties. Wait, hold on a second. Let me check Twitch then. Seems like everything's in order. Hold on a second. Let me check Twitch then. Yeah, it seems okay. Seems like everything's in order. Hold on. Is there something in particular that what's called hmm, that's like wrong on your end? For me, everything seems all right. I even bought a Celsius. I haven't bought one for a while. I never knew sparkling cherry cola was a flavor, but yeah, there's stuff just moving up all around. Oh, holy shit, chat! Look at that. It's hair. No way, chat. It's hair. Look at that. I even have a little ho game like a Danganronpa character. Sticker bro. Hi, hello there. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome to my donate. Forgot I changed my name. So, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Let's go. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's been so long. I had a feeling. I had an I just had a little my brain, my noggin, it just like it registered, and I'm like, maybe or maybe not. I remember, but nah. Hello again, RV. Dude, I missed everyone here too. I missed y'all so much. I missed everyone so much. I've been gone for so long. Mm, I missed you too. I'm so sorry for being so gone. I only improved marginally in my past. But yeah, stuff. I actually was able to get this thing set up. I can't believe it. Multi-streaming, what's that? But yeah, such. And then this got we need a little bit of a wait. Actually, maybe I'll enlarge this thing just a little bit. Wait, let me lower this because hey Seth, okay, you're totally fine. I'm just glad you're okay. I was okay. I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty chill. I'm as cool as a cucumber. Wait, where did my scarf go on this thing? Hold on. There we go. Let me just make him a little bigger. There we go. Wait, no, I probably gonna have to enlarge the scene then. All right. Okay, there we go. Trying to figure out how I would introduce this thing, but all right, yeah, making it bigger that works. We got a little paper clip up here. Ah, hey, look directly into the screen. Look directly into the screen. Look directly into the. Hold on a moment. Wait, something's wrong. Something's not. Wait. Wait, which keybind was it again? I forgot. I know it was a keybind to alter the eye color. I'm gonna have to make this smaller stuff. I'm trying to get my model to look, but what's called, I can really do that when I got my glasses off. That's when it registers everything. I should probably get some contacts, but yeah. Oh, oh. I got eyes. I got eyes as well. Let's go. Hold on a second. Let me. Which button was it again? Well, I'm gonna pull out the I'm gonna pull out the avatar manual because I know it was somewhere. Stuff. There we go. Okay, down here somewhere. Okay, okay, so it's like buttons. All right. Let's see, I think no, not this one. That. There we go. Oh my god. I figured out the toggle. I figured out the toggle. Let's darker circles. Slightly. Wait. Okay. Go. Now it looks a ton more better. Now it looks a lot better. Now it looks even cooler, actually. Now it looks even cooler. Shit, I almost drank the wrong side of the cup. The best thing about live 2D is that it looks a lot smoother. I should probably get V-Meter. But yeah, we got even this. A lot of these are toggles, actually. Take a look at this, for example. I can remove the scarf, and now I can make the hair a bit longer. And then I can... I don't know what this does, but I'm pressing the button. Wait. Oh, it removes a pin. And there's more even, honestly. Oh, we got some more here. It's got everything here. It's got almost everything here. I think this is the time to lower the model just a little bit. Get more of it onto frame. There we go. Looking away so much. Well, let me recalibrate this one. Let me just quickly. Okay, perfect now. Perfect. Now I'm looking directly at the screen where I'm supposed to. Now I'm looking directly at the screen where I'm supposed to. You know, this model allows me to do... You can't really see it, but I'm doing the Zaza face. mm. But yeah, welcome to my domain, humble viewers. I am NYXIUM Nightingale, the second fragment of the moon. And I got shit, wait. Oh no, gravity is affecting me now. The video is descent. Alright. But yeah. Here it is, fully in the flesh. Now if only I could figure out how to turn off the watermark. I might keep accidentally grabbing the video. Alright, now it fits in the frame. Alright. Kinda wish it didn't change my ego, because no, it's Python Luna, a moon snake demon cake would have clicked so fast. Thank you so much. Thank you. Look great too. I like your name a lot. I was wondering what Python Luna meant, but thanks for explaining it and such. I'm definitely gonna make a model based around that. Oh shit! Oh god! I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The second I said that, all of my my soda fucking splashed all over my second monitor. Ah, but yeah, thank you. It's not too bad. It's not too bad and such. But yeah, thank you so much. This model was this I. It's like the moment that I was like gone and such, and like I try to find out what I wanted to like figure out with it and such. I was like looking through models because I knew I wanted to use live 2D. Ooh, we go back to Python Luna before the next 2 months. I am Captain Cornbread. Let's go. I'm happy to serve under you, Captain Cornbread. Or we. Captain Cornbread is pretty cool. I like how it rolls off the tongue. It's like speaking of the name, even I like sort of immediately decided that it's like I was looking. The way I found this is I was looking through Boof because Boof is like an extremely fucking cool website with a lot of things on it that I really like that are very nice to like view through. So actually I kind of wonder, was there any particular reason that you're Captain Cornbread now? I'm just curious. Mm. But yeah, I was like looking around because I knew I wanted to use live 2D, but making my own is extremely like sort of time consuming with both learning a new skill and trying to make everything work, and then what is it, and then paying someone to make a custom one for you unless that gets good enough is like, oh, that's out of the question. Because it's about $1,000, $500. Okay, look at that. Oh, would you look at that? There's a boat I need to buy. Um, I'm kidding, but the prices were very steep and such. But ultimately, I don't mind. So I was just like looking through Booth because I really wanted to like sort of rebrand. It's like it's unfortunate. I wasn't really feeling any more attachment to the persona that I made way before. Like I liked Drowsy initially, but at the same time, I kind of fell out of it because I assumed that I was gonna be doing like racing game stuff, and then lo and behold, I never did any of that except like one time where I played Flat Out 3. And then I realized, man, this is just hmm, I gotta move another direction, otherwise I've already hit burnout. I was gonna hit even more trying to figure out how to multi-stream this. Hmm. But yeah, otherwise it was all fine. So I started looking around on Booth. I'm like, I want to see what I can do. I want to see how cool I can get. And then what's it called? I was looking through like at least 20 different models. I had like 20 different tabs for models open. Why is my mouth tracking so weird? La la la. I gotta make it a little bit better. Maybe I'll install VBridger, see how that works out. Such. I became Captain Cornbread, an Instagram post that mentioned my cat name based on my birthday, which was originally Captain Corn on the Cob, but I changed it to Cornbread instead. Gotta say, Captain Cornbread does roll off the tongue a lot better than Captain Corn on the Cob bread. Mm. And it's a little nicer. Mm. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I can. Yeah, one and such. Let's see. Yeah, I can visit it on. Yep, yep, I can see it. Well, let me just send you one. There we go. Mm. Sent you a follow over just because. But yeah, I figured like I was trying to look for something new and such, and they always have like some good stuff. And then I found this one, and I was like ruminating on it. You didn't have to do that, but I did. You're awesome. Mm. Stuff. Wait. Let me see where the watermark can be taken off. Trying to figure. I'm piloting this model like it's a game of keep talking and nobody explodes. It's just I'm like looking through on one screen and then the other screen has the instruction booklet for the toggles. So I know at the convenient moment I need to do this, and then I also need to do that, and then I also need to pull on the teary eye toggle. I was so gone for such a long time. Mm, it's good. I really like how this model looks though. I was like making a little voting for with like some of my IRL friends and some other like people that I talk to, and I'm like judging by my personality and judging by what I want to try to do as well as just general looks, which one would be the best, and they all recommended this one like unanimously, unironically. So I'm like, yeah, if you weren't gonna recommend it, I was just straight up gonna say, I'm gonna use this. I'm kidding. But no, this one was incredible. This one was a really cool find. I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna assume that I'm looking at a marble. Hmm. But yeah, it's got a lot of cool shit on it. Hmm. If I could somehow turn off the watermark down there, because there is a watermark. You know, thrilled and excited I am too to see them. Man, thank you so much. That makes me feel so good. It's like I was like worried about leaving everyone for so long cuz the last time I streamed was in November. I think when I was still streaming Silent Hill F, and I'm like, this is gonna be the last Twitch only stream because now I'm multi-streaming. I was able to figure out how these outlets work, how these outputs work, because last time I wasn't able to, and I was like trying my hardest to like somewhat rush these things, and um it's like I tried like to do stream elements. That was not a good idea. Stream elements is just like, yeah, your wait, did I miss your birthday? I'm so sorry if I did. Mm, such, but yeah, I was gone for December, January, February, and now I'm streaming at the beginning of what's called March. It'd be like that. Mm. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do this stuff. I don't think you did. It's just it was barely acknowledged. I think you posted it about it in the Discord server actually. Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was all the way back. Yeah, it was all the way back on the 14th. Holy shit. It was a while ago. The best part about the Discord being so truant is I'm able to easily pull out backlogs of months ago. But nah, I should get onto that. But let's go through the rest of this design real quick. Let me see if I can somehow move it from one monitor to another. Stuff. Mind if I send you my Steam code? Yeah, sure, of course. If we ever want to play together and such. Speaking of Steam, what we got for tomorrow? We've got motherfucking Resident Evil Requiem. It's a game I've been waiting for since it was first revealed as at SGQ. As at fuck, I forgot, Summer Games Fest, SGF. I think that's what they call. Hmm. No, how long I wanted to play with you. Let's go. Forgot to mention. Oh, hmm. Or stuff. Let me see what we figure out and such. Toggle, gesture item switch. Wait, can I switch out? Hold on. Oh shit, let's go. You're in my top five. Ooh. I was somewhat consistent and all that. Mm. I do remember you sent it over, right? I forgot if I checked mine and such. But yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm just one of those cool streamers. Mm. Just the one, the the one, the one, the fifth. Let's go. But yeah, that's awesome to hear. I'm so glad. Figure out how to do this stuff. Wait up. Probably have to. Yep, so we got the rest of this. I can also change the clothes on this thing actually via toggle. So let's see. Let me figure out how. Swear it really is like pulling out an instruction manual. Go. Um, we got change this and that. I can even make myself all edgy. Look at that. Mm. Let's see, but yeah, we got coat toggle. I could switch it from this to this, and then that. That. We take the scarf and such. This is a pretty awesome model, I have to say. It had a lot for like $60. Yeah, this is a pre-made one. I was looking at Booth for one. Okay, we got this and such. Just ignore all that. I like what this thing has on top. It's like these pictures and such like that. Hmm. It's got no real hand tracking. I'm moving my fingers around, but it's not capturing it, so there's not really that. But, what are you doing and such? The rest of it and such like that. I think the watermark is still down here. Let me take a look. Yep, I can also change the socks and such, but yeah. In case you're ever wondering who made the model, it's down here. Um, More simply to sort of specify um what's it called, and post who like makes this model and such. First off, love the model. I have to ask this now. Ooh, what do we got? What do we got? Hmm. Also, just realized that my model is kind of blocking the chat. Yeah, let me see if I can find something. I'm trying to. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, are you gonna post the rest of the vods on that on the YouTube, or is that abandoned now? From the drowsy times, right? The good part about them is that I still have all of them on my SSD. Actually, Hmm. It's the one thing that has like the least amount of space on everything that I have, but basically almost all of my VODs except the ones that I just accidentally completely forget to save are saved on my SSD, like on the thing that I bought that saves my videos. So I still have a shit ton of them, but I have been gone for so long that I have no idea where to even start when it comes to posting them. And for some reason, YouTube limits me to only uploading 10 of them per day, unless I scan over my face, which I'm not doing. Mm, Possibly. So I'm definitely going to consider in the future. Thank you for reminding me as well, because I completely forgot about my VODs channel, honestly. So I also have to work on that a little bit, readjust it, and then, what's called, reconfigure it a little bit so that it's more suited to what I have. So no, I would love to watch all of. I'm really happy to hear that. I'm genuinely so happy to hear that. There's value for what I do. Mm. But no, I'm definitely gonna see when my last one is. Let me cross-examine that right now, actually, because I might as well. View my channel. Got here 16 and stuff. Uh, Last one was 10 months ago. Ooh, while ago. Uh, it was when I was still using that greatest freak out prank thing in the background. It was a turn to die VOD. Okay, so I have about 5 months of unuploaded VODs to unaccount for. Yikes! I got my workload cut out for me, huh? Still need to finish your. Right, right. Shit, I almost forgot. We still need to do that. Yeah, you're right. Mm, you're right. Man, it sure is great that I chose the right route. Mm, yeah, we're definitely gonna need to finish that sometime. Now and such, I need to find time for it and whatnot. Mm, I gotta find time in mm, the meanwhile in order to get all these things ready and such. For this stream right now, it's just kind of a basic sort of like welcome back everyone like type of stream. And then I do plan to actually make a lot more because I've been feeling it. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I've just been completely feeling it. I'm like, man, I miss being in front of a camera and being on a stream talking to people. And I miss playing games with my own insightful commentary. I absolutely love my stuff. I also saw on the Friday schedule, I believe, random itch.io games. Yeah, sure. As long as they're not that long, you can definitely send over some if we got some. I was thinking of playing this game that I wanted to talk about that I found out about on Twitter called the Clinical Trial, which I'm curious about, and I think I can stream it on Twitch. I don't really know. The best part about being able to multi-stream to both YouTube and Twitch is the fact that Twitch has banned certain games, and there are certain games that, well, for lack of a better term, I can't really play on Twitch, but I can on YouTube. Hmm. Some of those games are very edgy, though I'm gonna have to quickly check and see which ones I can. Uh, real quick, I'm not spoiling the game because I'm not spoiling the game because I feel like really mentioning it would put me in the hot seat when it comes to Twitch, but it's Chad, trust me, it's probably my favorite game in terms of absurdity, in terms of like sheer unadulterated just absurdity. Hmm. I can send some games and you can let me know which ones you're able to play. Fuck yeah, of course, of course. You can leave them wherever. You can leave them in the Twitch chat, you can leave them in the Discord server. I should actually make that. Hold on a fucking moment. Thank you for that again, actually. This is that the itch.io code? Wait up a second. I'm gonna wait. First, I'm gonna turn off fucking streamer mode on my. Uh, yep, there we go. Turned it off. Oh wait, I didn't. Okay, there we go. Uh, hold on. You're reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. I'm definitely gonna start up a game suggestion thing actually on Discord. All right, there we go. Started that bitch up. We got a new channel in the Discord server by the name of Games Suggestion. So in case anyone on stream wants to post about a game and such that we can play, unlike a itch.io like sort of plenty of games. Whoo boy. Wait, what was this Sojiro at? Whoo boy. But yeah, I'm curious and such like that. And I mean a lot. Can't wait. I already had two in mind actually, but I'm pretty sure there will be more to come and such. The two that I had in mind were two RPG Maker games. One of them is called one of them is like I mentioned, the Clinical Trial. I was really curious about that game when I found it on Twitter. And then the other is this one called Flesh, Blood, and Concrete. That sounds like a loaded title, but I don't really, I don't really know the specifics otherwise. I just know that it has a title that made me curious and a premise that makes me equally as curious. I still need to play so many visual novels. Hmm. Call me. By the way, the thing you sent me in DMs, that is an itch.io code, right? Hold on a moment. Let me quickly check. Up. Itch.io. Hmm. No, that isn't. I'm trying to find it, but no dice. What is that code that you sent me in DMs? Hmm. Do not take this cat home. What if I do? Oh, holy shit! There's a my Steam. Oh yeah, right. Holy shit! Wait up. Wait, I forgot I didn't account for a number. Wait. All right. Let me go for and let me friend or friend code. There we go. All right, I sent you one over. I sent you one over. Should be good. Hopefully it shows up. There's a lot of really interesting games on itch.io actually. Let's go. Wait, is that Raincode? Wait, that's oh, oh right. Inspired by Danganronpa. Hold on a second. Wait. Is this game gonna go on sale anytime soon? Okay, we'll friend you as soon as I get situate. Let's go! Let's go! Yes! Exciting. Celebratory even. Yes! It's good. Thank you for sending me wait, I remember, was this one made or like sort of no shell know if that game is ever gonna be cheap. Let me see which year it released in. Steam usually puts some of their older games like on sale pretty frequently. At least I think. 2024. Okay, this one if they do ever do a Spike Chunsoft sale, they probably could go on. Wait, is this even the same company? Yeah, if they do a Spike Chunsoft sale. Okay, Killer Frequency is actually a really interesting one. My brother wanted to play that one a while ago. I didn't do it. What? I was gonna give her some. I forgot. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, second. Someone's calling for me. Wait a second. I'll be right back. I'm just casually mogging you while I'm doing some activities. Got a lot of things tomorrow. Done with the mogging. Get back to it. All right. As I was saying, Killer Frequency is actually one I was trying to sort of play before because my brother was interested in it. Wow, we already got a shit ton, huh? Let's see. Some good ones. There's some really good ones, some really interesting ones. Hmm. Yeah, I'm considering this one, and it's on sale as well. Like fucking 80% off. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, hopefully Raincoat goes on sale eventually. They'll be able to get it on a pretty good deal. Hmm. Some of the only times I really make an exception for games when it comes to how much I need them to cost in order to get them is if a new Resident Evil game is coming out. I paid about 70 for that bitch. was gonna pay more if they had any physical copies anywhere, cause what's it called? My brother, he really wants to get physical versions of games, which like, yeah, reasonable. It's like I would have spent at least 150 for two Resident Evil games, two the same Resident Evil games, because he wants to play one individually. Hmm. But yeah, speaking of games, by the way, actually, chat, I think I had a little I think I had a little epiphany when it came to games. Hmm. And what I want to do with them. Like while I was gone, I didn't really learn too much because I didn't really know what to learn. But I recently reinstalled what's called. I recently reinstalled what's its name? I know it's one program and I keep forget. Yeah, I recently reinstalled Unreal Engine and such, and I was like, I kind of want to try out. I kind of want to try my hand at making fixed cameras in Unreal. So I was trying to figure out how to do that, and now I'm just generally trying to learn how to do everything else. And I'm like, you know what? I really want to make a video game, chat. I realized that I really want to make a fucking video game. You also suggested Gnosia. I've seen this one. You mentioned this one before, actually. I think I remember. Almost fucked up and thought that it was Grizz. What's called um, that one other indie game that I've seen on like store shelves before. But yeah, I think I remember you suggesting Gnosia at one point during a stream. It was during a Your Turn to Die stream. Hmm. God, I do have a decent memory, huh? Hmm. But yeah, hmm, good. It's all great. It's all awesome sauce. Hmm. But yeah, I know. I realized, man, I really want to make a video game. I really want to make a video game, and even though I don't have much experience and I need to make a few projects in order to get settled into it, I realized exactly the first kind of game that I want to make and release, like fully as an indie game dev. And it's an idea that I played around with sometimes, but like ever since middle school. So holy shit, let's do Night of the Consumers. Let's go. The IKEA Horror Buster. I'm on Discord right now. One of my friends watched Look Back. I'm just texting him real quick. There we go. All right. I made sure to let him know and let him know well. Basically, all of Fujimoto's manga and all of Fujimoto's works are depressing in some way. Even the wild, weird shit he comes up with, it's just there's something in it. It's a lot to catch up on. Not saying that at all and such, but I'm definitely gonna try to play all of these games some way or another. Trust me, call me a call me a steak chef the way I be putting everything on the back burner to grill and marinate a little bit. I don't know what kind of fucking simile I just came up with. That was terrible. what I meant to say is I put a lot of shit on the back burner and just kind of don't do. At one point, the entirety of the James Bond catalog was put on Netflix, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch the entirety of James Bond. And I like spent 2 months just kind of like loafing around and not watching, not even starting the series. The entire thing was on there, and I couldn't even muster up watching Doctor No. Um, See how long Doctor No is? Yeah, it's like an hour and 50. I couldn't even muster the strength to watch that. Which I should. I really should. I really should. I should definitely watch the James Bond movies. Hmm. And then I should also probably read the books as well, because I never even knew that the fucking James Bond franchise was a book series initially. Yeah, everything here is a movie. How do these look, actually? I'm curious. I'll probably find out when I'm trying to find them in like a physical, in like Barnes and Nobles or something. Ah, nothing to think about right now. Oh, wait a second. Wait. Hold on, Harvey, we actually played Cursed Digicam on stream at one point. I actually have Monster Prom installed as well. But yeah, I don't know if you were there, but we played Cursed Digicam, the scary picture simulator horror game. I thought it was like Fatal Frame at one point, but it was more like Exit 8 but with a camera, where you had to like find certain anomalies and then you faced off against Mickey Mouse at the end. It was spooky. Such. Well, every other Chills are game. Yeah, I only, in terms of which ones I played, I only played Parasocial and I played what's it called? Cursed Digicam. I played Parasocial like fucking way back when, way back when, way back when. It's like when I was still playing GTA. That was a while ago. Monster Prom is something we could do to get. Thankfully, I already have that installed, so I definitely am probably gonna try and prioritize that one first. Yeah, I should uninstall some games. I should uninstall Skibbity Toilet Hero. The bit is done. Wait up, I also have another game. I don't think I can stream that game on. I probably can, but it's a funny ass game. Hmm. But yeah, it's a good thing I got Monster Prom right next to all of my plugins, and then Unreal Engine. But yeah, speaking of games that I want to make, I've been, as much as I've been on an ERB binge recently, Epic Rap Battles of History binge, I've also been on a fucking Resident Evil binge after remembering that like the best version of Resident Evil 4 never released that came out. Hmm. I might not talk here for a bit. I still have some errands to take care of, but also be, yeah, no problem, no problem at all. Don't worry and such. But yeah, thank you about that and such. Nah, I get it, I get it. Remember, more than half of my streams when I was still the previous one were like, "Hey guys, today we're gonna play." Oh, now I gotta go and drive someone to the liquor store and such. I'm gonna be right back. All right. I'm gonna be right back, everyone. I gotta go and drive these people from one place to another. There was a lot of times that I just drove people. And what's this that they posted? Hmm. Another promotion, perhaps? Probably not. All right. See what we've got here and such. But yeah, in terms of what we got, uh, yeah, let me show off the version of RE, or like the best fucking lost build of a video game ever. I love falling into the I love falling into the lost media rabbit hole all the time. It's just something I can never stop talking about or thinking about. Mm. When it comes to what I like doing, and then because it's really fun to talk about. I think the iceberg trend was a net positive for basically everyone. Like it was really fun. And then Lost Media's recently right next to Resident Evil and survival horror. Lost Media just kind of jumped onto the height of one of my favorite things to talk and think and dig through, as well as unused shit in games. So I'm like, going on here and such. Got a few videos on the back burner. Oh, thought I almost forgot about that. Wait, I think I forgot to reinstall Seribot. Holy shit, hold on. I'm gonna have to reinstall it sometime. Soon. 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 But yeah. And such. Yeah, there's what am I looking for? Yeah. I've been thinking about making video games for a while. It just never left my system. It's been something I wanted to do since middle school, and I'm like, well, now I'm an adult, I can understand things a lot better. And now why not become a streamer, VTuber, and then also a game developer at the same time? This totally is not gonna just completely tank everything. It won't. It won't. I think I got this. I got this. I got this, chat. I got this. I really do. Mm. Yeah, let me see. Got here. Seems like it's all the same. Hi, sorry I'm late. Now don't worry about it. I'm usually way later than basically everyone. But hello Naomi. Hi Naomi. It's been a while. It's been such a long while. How have you been? How have you been? How have you been? I've missed you and I missed you and I miss you Naomi as well. Let's go. Welcome to the. I got fatter. Let's go. Same. I should probably lose that sometimes. But yeah, everything has been good. I hope everything has been good. I hope everything has been chillin' ever since I was gone. But I am NYXIUM Nightingale. Welcome to my domain, the second coming of the lost moon. I know that's gonna be a bit. Oh shit! I don't know what's wrong with my nose now. Hmm. But yeah, welcome into the debut. Welcome into the chill. Hi everyone, how's everything been? Stream where I'm just talking about things. I actually don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I'm just going through the motions and going like hey there. So this is what I'm going to try and do. Now we went from games that we can try and play later on, and now we're talking about game development. And Naomi, I got a question. Do you know about Resident Evil? Do you know just generally anything about Resident Evil, or like any sort of interest in lost media? Because holy hell, do I have a lot to say about some lost media. Mm. We're gonna be asking me what games and such. Well, it depends. 2 plus 2. Yeah, easy. It's 5. It's 5. Mm. You can never see it coming. You could never see it coming. I actually learned basic math. Oh my god. No way. My algebra knowledge got worse, but hey, I know math now. I know math. I know math. I need to type something in. Okay, Let's go. Alright, so okay, proves it and such. But yeah, welcome to my first ever stream as the new persona, and then my first multi-stream as well. But yeah, we're just chilling, billing, talking about all sorts of things. I've suddenly started talking about game dev and such. I booted up Unreal Engine once in my life, and I realized, you know what I want to make? I want to make video games. Maybe I come back as Python Luna. You and I are crashing every wedding. Let's go. Let's go. Hmm. Game dev, more like gay dev. No, that's Yandere dev right there. Wait, who? Who? No way. Who? Hmm. I can't believe I still remember that name. I gotta make some space. I don't know what algebra is, but Yandere dev is evil dev or lazy dev. He's no, he's chalice dev. How do I put it? He's the chalice, the deadly sin of sloth. You're right, actually. You're completely right. You are extremely right. I had no idea where to go when describing him, but I love reminiscing on that. I love reminiscing on when that was easily his most controversial moment and not fucking everything that came afterwards. I think to me in general that project is just dead in the water. It's like ever since January of the year that he got exposed in, it's just like I haven't been following the game at all. Like rather be shat on for not finishing a game instead of, I mean, hey, it was a nice little grift while it lasted, I imagine. It was a nice little grift while what's it called? While he was able to ride the wave of YouTube stardom and game dev stardom. You know, just billing, chilling, pull out Unity, go to Unity Assets Store real quick, fucking get get your main character's model in an asset pack. Someone made pretty much the same game but completed it in 2 weeks. I have so many fucking stories. I don't really have that many stories to share, but I have some interesting things to share about the fan projects, because the funniest thing to me is that every single time a quote unquote disgruntled fan tries to make Yandere Simulator, but like in 2 or 3 weeks, the project almost always without fail dies. Also, my pizza's almost done. We'll be back. Ooh, shit! What kind of pizza and what has it got on it? I'm curious. Mm. But no, the project almost always dies, and it's never like or cheese red baron. Let me look that shit up. I've never heard of that before, actually. Cheese red baron. Oh shit! It's packaged. Let's go. It's like DiGiorno's, right? Or is it better than DiGiorno's? I mean, it looks pretty good, actually. I'm not gonna lie. It's got that one too. It's pretty nice. Hmm. Already had a lot of fucking pizza over the weekend. First it was at the local First it was at the good local like restaurant that is like right next to where I live. And then the next one was fucking then the next one was like it's like it was Little Caesars, I think. And Little Caesars okay, but it's not nearly as good as like family ran Italian name restaurant. Like those fucking pizzas, they smack, chat. They are so fucking good. Mm. Okay, back. Let's go. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back with a four cheese red baron. And now I kind of want to talk about pizza before we go back to the topic of Yandev and how he made fucking Yan Simulator. Hmm. Why is face tracking iffy? I have no fucking idea. In order to make it calibrate, I have to like look up and shit. Mm. I got no clue why it's so all over the place. I guess from now on, I'm just gonna look around like I'm mewing. I know why the eye tracking is strange. Um, I know why the eye tracking is strange because I'm wearing glasses and the fucking screen reflects off of my glasses to where I'm looking at. So the eye tracking is just kind of strange because it has no idea what to track since it's obscured by both glass and a monitor reflection. And I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to check a little bit with what's called the model like parameters itself and see if this one's compatible with like VBridger or something that makes my model run just a little bit better. Because right now I'm just straight up using webcam methods. It's like the basic VTube Studio tracking method for this one. Mm. But yeah, so I'm always now I'm looking down because I'm just reading the monitor, but now I'm looking up. My face is slightly up ajarred, and um, yeah, now it's a little bit better, I guess. But yeah, pizza fucking smacks. Wait, little C, what's it called? Um, First it was Italian brand like family name pizza, and family ran pizza joints are easily the best things to have ever grazed this earth. And then it was Little Caesars the next day because my brother's friends wanted to get that, and I'm like, it's mid. Little Caesars is good and all, it's got that, but the only thing I can remember Little Caesars for before I ate it is that one fucking dude who was like who like made his own version of music called Grime Step or something, and he like to display it, he like walked into a fucking Little Caesars and started to make a big scene. He's like, "Are you ready, Little Caesars? Are you ready?" And then he started like, and then like in the middle of his like performance, he pretended to get like a phone call from like an executive or some shit, and started screaming, $1 million, John, $1 million, and then continued the fucking performance at a Little Caesars. I'm gonna have to show that video later because I sound like a fucking crazy person describing it. There's evidence to corroborate its existence, chat, trust me. But yeah, back on the topic of Yon Dev, I'm like, yeah, it was a nice little grift. He rode the wave of booting up Unity, having a somewhat decent idea, buying the assets off the Unity asset store, putting the main character that he stole from an asset pack just into his branding and into his merch, and then what's called working like very piecemeal on the game, having a few big YouTubers play it, having Cub Scouts play it, and it becoming basically a staple of his channel. Then adding nothing but Easter eggs and shit into the game, not really making any progress on the main character. When he did try to make, cover my skin. I'm so happy that he stayed the most consistent as like a gameplay content creator right next to Manly Badass Hero. It's like those two are like the pinnacle of content creators that haven't changed like for the worst, and I still like them a lot. And such, Cub Scouts a part of my child. Same here, and such. Mm. I watched a lot of his videos when I was a kid as well because, well, I mean, he was just really fucking funny. It's like he was really funny, and then his montage. I really wish he never stopped making the montages because the montages were my favorite parts of him. It was like right next to the Russian Badger and his best of videos. Mm, yeah, stuff. And then Manly Badass Hero, he's just there. I just watch him in case I want like a comfy watch. Just like it's great. It's great. I like those two content creators. But yeah, play those games, got the attention of them. They made it a staple of their channel. Um, Proceeds to not work on the game, and when he does work on the game, he proves just how inept of a game designer he really is by making Osana the first rival of the game that's supposed to serve as the tutorial, like an actual like fucking elite special service agent. What's it called? Levels of difficulty when it comes to rivals, so it doesn't scale properly when he's developing the game. People complain about it. he portrays his fans as a character that he deliberately makes as annoying as humanly possible, and then people start to see just how much skeletons in this closet he has. Before the big controversy, a lot of people try to make his games to prove just how cool and how awesome they are, that they made a game that anyone can make in 2 weeks by piecing textures together and piecing assets together and calling it a game. I think who is, yeah, I remember that time. There was a time where people sped ran, sped ran, speed ran, getting banned from his Discord server. Yeah, I remember that time too. Those are so fucking funny to watch, chat. I loved watching the Discord ban speed runs a ton because, yeah, someone you learn if you name yourself. Yeah, the fucking. It was just, it was just something that sets him off. It was just something that set him off. But you put that shit on the internet. You made it a thing that you were proud of as well. It's like you got no one to blame for them using it as like a source of embarrassment other than yourself. I still never knew the context of it. I just knew that it was a very funny thing that happened. Mm. Wait, let me see if I can adjust my camera a little bit. But yeah, okay, now I'm looking at the screen and it's just a little bit better. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Better. All right. But yeah, they were speedrunning that shit and such. It was really funny to watch because anything, literally anything outside of just like saying how cool he is and how awesome he is would get you banned on that server. Like it was a competitive. I think the person who holds the like world record for it like didn't even have a single millisecond on the leaderboard. I forgot. I love meme speedruns. But aside from that, um, I remember. Here's the thing I wanted to talk about when it came in regards to Yandere Simulator. My favorite thing about all of that bullshit probably named them. Yeah, he probably did. He probably, yeah, the person who speed ran it and got the world record speed run on it. Imagine seeing that shit at Games Done Quick, at Summer Games Done Quick. And today, next category we have getting banned from Yandere Dev's Discord server. After that, as soon as you hit enter, you're insta. Yeah, that's the funniest thing. It was. Oh my god, man, I don't know what was more like not rule oriented, but like more strict in terms of moderation than that server was. Yeah, I mean, when people are constantly speedrunning, just getting banned from your server because that is more related to a finished game than your own fucking game, I'm pretty sure you're gonna eventually have to stop letting people in. I wish he never did, but hey, that's just how it is. Mm. But no, what I wanted to bring up is my favorite thing about when Yandere Simulator was still like a somewhat reputable name and somewhat a reputable game is people who are trying to one up Alex by making their own versions of the game in like 2 weeks. Now, chat, Naomi, Harvey, I've only recently started learning game development again. I reinstalled Unreal Engine and I'm trying to like sort of learn how to become a game developer because that bug bit me again and I want to learn how to do something that I wanted to learn since middle school. So I started to like I found him outside of this channel. Oh shit, really? Was it on another stream? Was it like in another Discord server? Hmm. Oh, we rated like probably a few that we watch and such, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Then I got banned on the other channel. Ooh, rough. That's a shame. That's a shame. Hmm. But yeah, thing I wanted to bring up is I've been learning game dev. I wanted to learn how to make games since I was in middle school, but I did not. I had absolutely no I had absolutely no discipline when it came to learning it. I'm banned from like 20 Twitch channel. Ugh, yikes. I don't think I was banned once now that I think about it. Again, I'm barely on Twitch. But hey, eh, hopefully, hopefully that won't turn into a 21 plus Twitch channels. Mm. And even then, there's always YouTube streams, but nah. Mm. But no, one of my favorite things about Yon, like, I was learning game development, and while I'm like starting to learn it like pretty slowly, I know at least somewhat of the basics of Unreal Engine, and I was like looking into it. Chat, Naomi Harvey, I'm just straight up gonna say that developing Yandere Simulator is not that hard of a feat. I'm surprised the game is the way that it is, but I'm also not surprised at how easy it is to remake, even on like Unity. I'm pretty sure it's a game you can make in Godot. Um, mm. But first off, Yandere Dev's code, it's genuinely the worst fucking thing that a indie game dev has. That was the funniest thing to see when it came in relation to looking at the game. Mm. My my favorite, it was one of the highlights of it was one of the highlights of looking through the source code of YonSim, because I think it's a free source game, but every single fucking action is an else if statement. And even though I don't really know much about coding, and especially coding in C plus, because Unreal Engine really by default recommends using Blueprint, and what's it called, you really want to use C++ if you're trying to like really learn something specific. Because Blueprint already handles a lot of it via like connecting dots and stuff. But like everything is an else if statement, and while that might make things work in practice, it's not long until the code becomes so cluttered and so fucking all over the place that not only does the game run like shit, but it also becomes extremely hard to bug fix, and also becomes hard to debug as like a programmer or a QA tester. Mm. Because everything is like so sort of like mushed together, and so like like cobbled together, that it's just somewhat hard to even look at the code. Like everything is an else if statement, and that's just not good. I don't know enough about coding yet in order to describe how bad it is, but I just know that that's not how code is supposed to look. But what I do know about is how a game should like sort of be structured, and how a game should run. One of my favorite things that I remembered from learning about like Yondev and Yonsim's development is realizing that a single toothbrush has like fucking so many textures on it, because Alex doesn't really know how to make original assets. He's got volunteers that know, but he doesn't really make original assets himself. He doesn't really know how to do that, and that would actually be considered game development, which he doesn't really do. He more like makes Easter eggs and such. Um, he from the Unity asset store, I think he took he took a toothbrush that was meant for like showcase purposes. So like it was meant to like be shown off in an engine. It's meant to show off like this and that. It's supposed to like show off how fancy something looks. But like it has so many fucking textures on it, and it had so many like layers on it that that it single-handedly had the biggest load that the game what is called could handle. So everything else in the game, yeah, you're gonna need a supercomputer to run it, but it runs. You're able to like play it at a reasonable frame rate. You're able to like see things properly and such. You enter a room with that toothbrush, the game instantly tanks in frame rate. It dumps in frame rate. It just kind of falls apart because it's just so it, because the toothbrush wasn't fucking meant to be in a game like Yon Sim. It was meant for something completely different, but he just didn't know that. Mm. The other thing is that hold on, I'm gonna take a piss real quick. I'm wait up. I need to catch my bearings. Let me mute a little bit more. Little bro. All right. Hey everybody, I'm back. What was that mean? Back, like back in Fortnite, back for blood? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, but yeah, what I wanted to bring up in terms of Yandere Sim before I got sidetracked with the toothbrush debate. Um, the funniest thing is people remaking it in like 2 weeks. The game is quite literally just a compilation of assets on top of assets with no rhyme and reason. So it's not hard to make the game in like a few weeks because it doesn't really have anything complex in terms of coding in it. A lot of the assets are already pre-made. They are from the asset store and um what's it called? And just generally the code is very easy to replicate if not improve. Um but yeah. Um for some reason the concept of a game like his is just cursed. Like every single time someone tried to make a new game like in the vein or basically based on Yansim, they would have 2 weeks of popularity. They'd have their 15 minutes of fame, and then all of a sudden, fucking like it would be delisted, it would fall into controversy, the developers would be in hot water. Those fan games would never would never fade out normally. They would always have some bizarre ass scenario. Back from eating pizza, let's go. I hope the pizza was good as shit. I hope the pizza was good. I hope the pizza was awesome. Mm. But yeah, Yansum fan games never had like they would never like vanish normally. They would always have like a very bizarre roundabout way of just fucking off of the face of the earth. It's just you never like hear like I think there was one fan game that was stopped because the developer had like obligations in real life, and then the rest were stopped because of some like this one has been exposed and this other one is a terrible thing. And it's just fucking hilarious to me how no fan game was ever able to like stay. Mm. But yeah, it's like it was a fucking wild thing to remember and think about because I was somewhat acquainted with That's honestly, no, I think that's a story for a whole nother day if I ever want to bring it up again. But yeah, for now, I want to see what else I can talk about that I want to plan for my future content. So, mm, chat, I figured out how to run VR. Holy shit, no way. Um, figured out how to run VR on my PC. I figured out how to actually run VR games and such. But I still need to set up a few more things. But I do eventually want to make VR streams as well because I feel like, I feel like I missed out on a lot if I never played Resident Evil 7 in VR. It is like the game itself is already fucking terrifying, but in VR, oh god, no. Mm. I'm gonna have to get it adjusted and calibrated though, in order to make it better, so that it's a good viewing experience. It was hard to play it even regularly, but yeah. And then we got all these games and such, and then tomorrow, provided I can get everything done on time, we're gonna be streaming hopefully a little bit earlier, and then I'll be playing some motherfucking Resident Evil Requiem, because I've been waiting for that game ever since it was first announced, and I've seen all the hype around it. I've been fucking dodging spoilers about it like it's the Matrix and shit, and I'm just like I really want to play that game so badly. It's like unironically Resident Evil has had like not just the best glow up, but it had like the most consistent like sort of output of games and quality when it comes to its genre. Hmm. It's like the only time you really hear about a bad Resident Evil game is like three times. It's like with fucking. It's with Resident Evil Survivor, a game no one talks about unless they're really like into niche content with Resident Evil. You hear about Resident Evil 6, which a lot of people have kind of started appreciating more because it's just such a goofy fucking game. We're going to be playing 5 and 6 on stream eventually, though. And then there's Umbrella Corp, which absolutely no one talks about. Those are like the only three like really bad games that no one wants to bring up. But like ever since 6, 7 was incredible. 8 was great as well. The remakes for 2 and 3 fucking peak. 9 has like easily probably the best ever since. No, 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 no. Be gone, be gone, be gone, be gone. Don't even. You have summoned the wrath. No. I can hear my fucking little brother giggling in the other room. Never again. Never again. I'm not. No, he isn't. He isn't. I think he just heard me bring up those two numbers and he started laughing the moment he heard them. That or he's doing something else. I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. But yeah, I've been tormented by it. My Persona 3 Reload experience was just ruined because he would not fucking stop with that shit. I couldn't even counter him with annoyance because he I had to be adopted into the annoyingness he was born in. I'm kidding. Mm. But no, it's had the most consistent output of quality, and I've heard nothing but abject fucking praise for 9. Like it's got easily some of the highest scores in the franchise since since the OG RE4, which is also like one of the best games just in general. I was bitten by the game dev bug and the survival horror bug, like way harder than I thought I would be over the past like 3 months. Also, my brother has just texted me. Let me see what he wants in a moment, actually. Wait, let me ask him what he's texting me about. I'll be right back. False alarm, chat. False alarm. I knew we never stopped with the emotes. Fuck yes. NYXIUM stare. We got it. Woo! Let's go. Never mind. It was just goofy. It was just goofy. Let's go. Another thing. I thought my brother actually wanted to share something funny with me, and then he shared. I don't even know. He just shared. I don't know how to describe it. I think he talked about manga or something like that. I already forgot. AI slot? Nah, probably not. He detests it. He hates that shit. He hates that shit, and I hate it too, honestly, cause ew, mm, it's gross. Like versus the man versus the machine, I'm always choosing the man because the experience is what matters, or something like that. I don't really know how they phrase it. I'm just a goofy AV tuber. But yeah, let's go. I'm happy that we didn't abandon the NYXIUM stare route. Let's go. Mm. Yeah. Stuff. Yeah, basically is that way. I prefer my deep fried ass memes. Just my I prefer my Concord 2 slander to be as man-made as humanly possible. I prefer my high guard slander to be as as human as humanly imaginable. I like that shit. I prefer my brain rot, well edited meme. It's like the fucking I forgot his name, but it's like the food critic meme off of Ratatouille. It's like the fuck, I forgot how it goes, but let me see if I can find it. Uh, what up? Shit. Yeah, it's like the template. It's like the it's like the food critic from it's Anton Ego's like speech from Ratatouille, where he's like, I do not do this, I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't do that, I do this, and if this happens, I start over. No, it's not Ken. It's not Ken. It's not Ken. Oh yeah, you like the smell of flowers? Well, how about some fire? To be completely honest, he was so fucking justified in that movie. I'd also crash the fuck out if I was becoming a third wheel to a fucking bee. I love watching movies like that I watched when I was a kid, and just like looking back on how fucking insane some of the plot lines were, or watching even older movies like around Pixar's golden age of like the 90s, early 2000s, of like when before they were bought out and such. Mm. And like seeing how much just better their stories were compared to what we have now, because what's called mm, they had more creative control then. Let's see, my girlfriend cheated on me with a fucking insect that's only gonna live for my favorite. The best one has to be around like the entire time he's on screen is fucking hilarious, trust me, but my favorite one has to be the fucking end, where they like save the city and shit, they pollinate the flowers, all that stuff. Vanessa's like flower business opens up and references Barry, and Ken like he's about to have a fucking mental breakdown for that shit. He's just like, come on. And his friend is like, come on, just let it go, or something like that. He's like, it's great when studios lampshade that shit. It's great. It's really funny to me. But no, let me see if I can. Yeah, let me find a template of this meme and just kind of put it on. Uh, well, fuck, it's gonna save as a WebP file. I can't use that. But no, just if you want to know what I'm talking about, just look up. Yeah, I don't like I don't like that file format. But yeah, if you want to know what I'm talking about, just look up the food critic from Ratatouille meme, and then it's the I do not like template. The I do not X off a know your meme, where he's like looking at linguine and shit. That's the meme I was talking about. It's just that looks like what we had a topic. It's given off that energy. Mm. But yeah, I prefer. I do not hype up the next Concord. I prefer my Concord. That should be a new term, Concord slop. I prefer my Concord slop to be as man-made as humanly possible, and then so at least when it fails within like 2 weeks of release, there's some pride in it. Though Naomi, chat, have you guys have any has anyone here heard of Concord or High Guard in general? I feel like they are way too big of like big profile of like gaming related financial catastrophes to really not know about, but I feel like some people might not know about what I'm talking about. Um so a little lore rundown. Um Concord was that one game that was made in mind for when the hero shooter genre wasn't as oversaturated. Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's the meme I was thinking. I do not set reminders. If I don't do it. That's basically how my brain was. I should definitely start doing more things now that I'm back on stream. I feel like I'm alive again. I miss boxing. I haven't done that in a while. I These last 3 months that I was gone, they were just very, very slow. I'm just gonna admit that right now. I was very directionless and I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do. So even streaming again, even if it's not much, because the stream's not gonna be that long, even that is just nice again. I'm definitely gonna try and start earlier tomorrow. Hmm. And then fix a few things as well. But yeah, it's all just too good. Um, Now on a topic and such, I have so many plans and such. I finally was able to like sort of decide on what I wanted to do with like just my identity in general. It's like when I was drowsy, I like kind of did it with like hmm, with like a certain thing in mind. It was like, oh, I'd be doing racing games and such, but like hmm, I never really felt I don't know how to describe it, but like hmm, I never really felt like the sort of not passion, but like I never really felt the God, I don't know how to describe it, but it just wasn't there. It wasn't all there for me in terms of what it was. And I was generally like losing steam. I was like almost hitting burnout again, despite coming back from a break and whatnot. And so I decided, you know what? I'm gonna multi-stream. I didn't do that for a while, and then in the meanwhile, I decided I'm going to completely restart and try to do something new with my branding because first, I don't think the old one really worked in terms of SEO. It didn't really describe anything, and it wasn't really based around what I was doing. Second off, it wasn't as unique in my opinion. Then I like found this model. I decided from like the fucking get go that the first name will be NYXIUM, and then the next name was decided by a friend, and I just thought, you know what, NYXIUM Nightingale, that rolls off the tongue really fucking nicely. I like how it sounds. That's gonna be what we've got now. Found this model, and I'm like, you know, I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling it now. I'm really feeling it. I'm like a call me a fucking Xenoblade Chronicles character because I'm really feeling it. Mm. So I was like, I want to do this, I want to do that. found out about a bunch of stuff and whatnot, and I'm like, this is great and all, and then all these games, just generally just generally remembering what I do this for. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try a lot harder than I did earlier, like before. I don't really want to be as like truant and as low-fish at I don't know if that's even a word. I guess I don't want to be as lazy as I was a lot earlier on. Because when I wasn't streaming or when I wasn't doing like anything in general, I just kind of rotted away. I was like, all I really was doing in the meanwhile was just working a job that I still don't really like, and what's it called? Mm, a job that I'm still trying to find an out for by trying to find a new one. Mm. And like, would come home and I just really wouldn't. I was like basically bed rotting essentially. Uh, then I decided, hey, I should work on this. I should do something about it. Hmm. I'm like, you know what? I got skills. Just kind of tried to restructure. This is all just a bunch of rambling and such, but it feels nice to get it off my chest and whatnot. But yeah, I want to try my hardest again with this idea, with this concept. And I already got a few videos that I'm writing and such that I'm hoping I can like flesh out, turn into like something that people would want to watch. Cause I got a few words on my mind and such. Hmm. But yeah, I'm real talk. Like aside from like the jokish nature of everything, I am again, I am very sorry for just disappearing off the face of the earth for as long as I did. It's like I left everyone alone for a while and I wasn't really doing much and such, just kind of going through the motions, dejected and such like that, was looking at a lot of my personal contacts, like some of my friends were dating, two of my other friends, they finally got their own place, their own apartment. Someone was like at a major in a college and such like that. It was I just kind of felt like I wasn't doing anything, which I really wasn't. So like just to know that everyone here has been waiting for me for as long as they were, even if I was gone for so long, even when people like naturally would have just like moved on. It's like, oh, he's not streaming anymore, he's not like making anything, he's not doing much. It's like I'm very grateful that everyone stuck around and remembered me. I don't really even know how to describe it without smiling a little bit. I'm just like it's insane. Mm. All I can really say is thank you. Just thank you. Mm. I'll try a lot harder from now on, just with everything in general. Because stuff. I reached 122 followers while you were go. Hey, let's go! I'm glad for you. Let's go. How much did you have before that? I never really checked your follower count and such, but hey, I'm happy that you reached 122. That's really good. That's fucking nice. Did you start streaming? I'm curious. Before that, I can't remember. Hey, still, it was a pretty good gain, I imagine. Hmm. But yeah. Stuff. Oh, last year I gained like 100 follow. Ooh, sweet. Speaking of followers, first goal of first order of business, now that we're finally back, now that we're finally so NYXIUM back, is we're gonna actually try and hit affiliate. Such I only streamed like thrice. I mean, hey, that was still a lot more than I streamed at the end of 2025. Like I'm like still as drowsy. Hey guys, thank you for watching the Silent Hill F stream. Next stream is gonna be a multi-stream all over, all on YouTube and on Twitch. And then I just fucking vanished, just straight up Houdini'd out of reality for like fucking 4 months. Mm. This year I've done zero. I'm still getting full. I mean, hey, that's better than nothing. That's some stuff. I don't know why, but people love. They can never get enough of the Naomister. They can never get enough of Naomi. No one can. I can't. So no one can't. Everyone's always welcome. The Naomer creature. Yes, more followers. Yes. Oh god. Oh my fucking back. God, I'm like an old man. I'm gonna move around after the stream. I'm gonna just take like a walk around the neighborhood or something like that. I just in general, I had like the stuff. You formerly the drowser creature. Meow, you're the Nixier creature. I'm the Nixium. I'm the Nightingale creature. Drowser is asleep permanently. He is gone. He is gone. He's stuck in Florida with no hope of returning. Hmm. He is never coming back. He's just cryostasis. Maybe I could have like maybe I could have like the like a wait, it's Earth always has been like astronaut moment with like Drowser returning, but I heavily doubt that. I heavily doubt that. If anything, I could write a very elaborate plot line where every previous identity disappears into the ether. Or if it's any solace, Drowsy was sucked into Drowsy was sucked into like a fucking portal and now he's fighting zombies in the Call of Duty Zombies plot line. Don't worry, he gets to meet his lifelong hero, the homeless man off of Black Ops 2. Don't worry, now he's fighting zombies with the big titty ranch girl off of Call of Duty Black Ops 2 zombies. Mm, it's so good though. But yeah, I'm just again, it was like the real of real talks. I'm like, I, I'm, I genuinely have nothing to say, but the stuff Drowsy just tried it streaming with suckers. Now he's trying to be Walter White. No, I'm not doing stuff. Mm. What happened? I think it was when we were talking about a certain game developer who made an anime-based game cobbled together in Unity with pre-made assets, who was in a lot of hot water, who ended up just kind of vanishing out of my consciousness for a while. But yeah, other than that, it was just me talking about how grateful I am that you all stayed. It's like such. What's this? Let me take a look. Hey, oh, it's this one. It's the fucking um. What's that do with my name being called? I think it was we were. I was just trying to what's it called? Uh, oh right. He called it because I mean they called it because what's it called? Naomi called it because apparently you found him on like another. Yep, yep, yep. That's Harvey. That's Harvey. Mm. He's Captain Hurricorn Bread. Mm. He's Captain Cornbread. Don't worry, Python Luna is on vacation to the Dominican. He's gonna be back soon, but Captain Cornbread is taking over. Mm. Speaking of, that's where I was actually like a few weeks ago. It was nice. We were at a resort and all that shit. There was like a lot of pools and such. They refer to me as she her. All right then. All right, I got it. Mm, let's do this. Sorry about that. I'm not used to returning at all. But yeah, it was just genuinely like I was just expressing my gratitude for how everyone stuck around. Mm. Like I would have thought by like 3 to 4 months of me just being gone, it's like everyone would have left. Everyone would have been like, okay, it's been fun, but we're all over. So like seeing that everyone is returning to like be like, "Hey there, I missed you" and such. I I really cannot say anything else but thank you all. Just thank you all for believing in me. Anyway, let's quickly show off this video. That let's quickly show off this fucking video that he watched a while ago. Hmm. First off, I'm gonna take a look. First off, let me see what I have as a sensor. Oh, I don't think I have one yet, actually. Okay, there we go. What I have is like my web source, window capture. Um, yeah, this was the one I think. What it looks like, yeah, yeah, this is the one. I should probably put an overlay or something like that. I'm gonna probably make one, just like freestyle that shit in Canva. Um, but yeah, got this video. Got it's called Spider on Drug. I think I watched this one a while ago, but I don't really remember. It's not too loud, is it?
The wood spider is the most accomplished of all web building
Well, I'm
species.
good. It's fucking awesome. Let's go.
Recently, scientists gave these tiny creatures a variety of psychoactive drugs to observe their effects on web building. When given a minute dose of LSD, the spider's web took
Turn up a bit. All right.
on an
Is this a bit better?
minimalist structure. When given caffeine, the web structure was not affected,
All right.
but the spider's behavior was.
The fuck? Start fucking seesaw hammock king. Let's go. Thank you for the follow, Alexel Isby. Yes, welcome to the new follow alerts. I am NYXIUM Nightingale. Wait for the crack spider. Okay. Welcome in. I am NYXIUM Nightingale. Hi. Hello there. I'm NYXIUM Nightingale, the next coming of the Forgotten Moon. Welcome to my domain, welcome to my stream. This is currently just a debut. We're just having a good time. Oh boy. This is a video. This is a video of all time right here. Where they give a bunch of shit to a spider and it starts going crazy. So this one was given caffeine, like I always have every single morning, because I don't know how to manage my sleep, so I need to survive off of caffeine. And this is what it started doing.
But the spider's behavior was. Given THC,
What
the
happened
active ingredient in marijuana, the spider didn't build a web. It built a hammock, where it lay all day and watched the caffeine spider go.
What is it doing? I like how it's so fast you can see the double blur, like it's fucking Naoya off of JJK. Like it's using projection sorcery. It's so good. Also, I keep forgetting how elaborate and how clever spiders are. They build shit really nicely.
Where it lay all day and watched the caffeine spider go. When given alcohol, the spider built a web, found a mate, and raised over 100 young. But the mate got a restraining order, and now the spider can't go within 100 centimeters of the web.
God damn.
The crack cocaine spider figured building webs was for suckers. Waited till the caffeine spider was exhausted.
There's a jumping spider I found in my curtain a while ago. I just let her chill. Yeah, jumping. I mean, spiders are pretty chill, honestly. Spiders are pretty nice. Provided that, honestly, I mean, I personally wouldn't. This is why I'm not living in Australia. I personally wouldn't want to have a huntsman spider or a wolf spider in my house, but if it's like a long legs or a wolf's, I mean, not, no, not a wolf spider, like a jumping spider, German Shepherd, you can call me Axel, give me a name, the mother on Twitch, OZ Streets, but literally, that's so, let's go, what's up, welcome in, Axel, I'm so happy, stuff like that, but yeah, these are just, this is just a little debut. There's gonna be more stuff, tomorrow. gonna be streaming some RE Requiem because I wanted to play that game ever since it released. But yeah, for now we're just kind of chilling here. But yeah, my hand failed. It didn't bite or anything like that, right? I don't think jumping spiders are that dangerous. I think honestly, jumping spiders, yeah, huntsman spiders are more than for. I don't know, but they fucking terrify me. Then again, don't call animal control. I'm not sure. Okay, okay. Um, for some reason, every time I think of the huntsman spider, I just think of the of that one spider that can bury itself in the fucking sand, and it's like a jump scare when you're like walking on a sandy location. Those things scare the fuck out of me. Because I think no, I'm confusing it for a brown recluse. I'm a dumbass. Like, there's only a few spiders that genuinely have like a very awful effect on human beings when they bite into them. And brown recluses are definitely one of those. They're the ones that cause your fucking tissue to just rot away if they bite you. Necrosis, yeah, yeah, they cause necrosis. I don't like necrosis. That's ew. Mm. But yeah, jumping spiders are pretty nice. Provide it's like they're pretty chill. They're like pest control. They like take care of small insects and shit like that. As long as you leave them alone, they're just kind of there. So certain spiders they're okay. I try not to I try not to kill spiders, or I try not to take them out. It's like I usually either let them chill or just kind of ward them away from if they're on my bed or some shit like that. But like, yeah, usually they aren't. The only times that they scare the fuck out of me is when they start jumping and when they start running all over the place. Because anything that's smaller and faster than you is automatically the scariest thing ever. Anyway, let's continue.
Then came up behind it and popped a cap in its ass. Nice web, Mr. Crack Spider. When winter came, the marijuana spider had no place to live. It ended up in the crack web as the crack spider's bitch.
Bro, what the fuck?
For more information on the crack spider's bitch, contact the Canadian Wildlife Service in Ottawa.
I kind of wonder, like, what these things actually are, because there is almost no way that they well, I wouldn't put it past them to give caffeine to a spider, but like definitely what's it called? I didn't know there was more after the crack spider killing the caffeine spider. It usually cut off at that point. Yeah, I think yeah, they I'm surprised cuz I don't think I remember that too, but like yeah, they actually gave some lore, some expanding on on the spiders later on. Also, how they convince the spider to get in the hot. That's what I'm curious about. I don't know. Maybe they use CGI. Maybe it's like when they made like the Stuart Little movies and shit like that, and it's like they went when they made the Stuart Little movies and they had that wasn't CG. That was definitely not CGI. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Hmm. I'm just trying to figure out like a way that they could have possibly like made a spider like seated in a Hot Wheels car, or made another spider fight another spider. That was probably territorial. I have no idea. I'm chill with spiders, but I'm not ever going to be around one. I They kind of scare the shit out of me a little bit. Hmm. I think I was never the same when it came to spiders after watching The Mist. Chat, who here has seen The Mist? Stephen King's The Mist. I actually have the book and I've seen the movie like multiple times. It's a really good movie. And that movie is basically like about an yeah, I know what happens in it. You probably know what I'm about to talk about them, but for everyone else, can't say I have. Okay. First off, not spoiling the ending, it's genuinely one of the best fucking endings I've seen in a horror movie. It's so bleak, but it's incredible. Hmm. So it was a short story, not a book. I have the book right here though. It's about 200 like 30 pages long actually. Yeah. Yeah, I have the book. I have it in my hands right now. I think it was a short story because it says previously published as a novella in Skeleton Crew. But like maybe King made it like a standalone book. What's called? It's definitely one of his smaller books, at least compared to it. Um, at least compared to that one, that one book with the clown. Mm. But yeah, I've read the book. I watched the movie multiple times, and the movie and book, it's basically like a government project gone wrong that ended up with aliens and other like monsters invading the regular world through a hotbox mist. At least compared to it and the complete version of the Stand, I think so. I don't really know because I don't know why, but King never strikes me as a person to write short stories. He is always his shortest is probably The Mist, or I could be completely wrong. Um, but yeah, it's like things this and that go wrong. A bunch of monsters from another universe invade. The Mists invade. There's like a tentacle monster. There's like bugs and shit. It's like a fucking Resident Evil game. Um, at one point, like someone gets injured because they were trying to do what the main character did and set like one of those flying pterodactyl like monster things on fire, but they fucked up and fell and set themselves on fire. So what ended up happening was, they needed to get painkillers for this guy, and needed to get like stuff from a pharmacy for this guy. So they went to the pharmacy next door, and they needed to raid it and stuff, and it was like covered in spider webs and shit like that. This one completely ruined my like mind when I was a kid. When I first watched the scene where they like go into the store and they have like this half dead like officer that was earlier in the movie strung up on webs and shit with like a bunch of like baby spiders inside of him. It's like then he falls down and they all just hatch out of him when the spiders are like they can like shoot acid and shit. They are like man eating spider. That was fucking terrifying for me when I was a kid, chat. I shouldn't have been watching that movie when I was a kid. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes King comes up with like the wildest shit. Everything is an alien invasion thing, but like oh, what's it called? In regards to how he writes horror, he knows how to write his stuff as such. Stuff on the first stream back is crazy. Wait, is it now? It's looking fine for me on OBS. That's really fucking weird. Hold on. It's probably something fucking up with my OBS or stuff. I have no idea. I'm just trying to figure out this stuff. Hmm. It stopped. Oh. It was probably an internet shortage or something like that. I don't know. Hmm. Appears to be fine. Is it fine now though? I think it should be okay. Hopefully. Hopefully it's only a little bit delayed. Ugh. No, it's fine now. Okay, that's good. Let me check how it is on the YouTube side since I started streaming it on YouTube. Now? Okay, that's good. Okay, it's still doing well on YouTube. Uh, yeah. Hmm. Also, I started watching Bleach recently. Ooh, it's a long series, but it's pretty fucking cool. Where are you at right now? Since my brother also has the entire like up to volume 20 in terms of the manga box set, but he's been reading it consistently. Episode 3 and 4. You only just started watching it. All right. Um, I don't really know much about Bleach. I don't really know much about Bleach. I just know that Rangiku is she's very good looking, let's just say, but other than that, I think Tite is one of my favorite. Kubo is one of my favorite manga. Yes, I am. I'm proudly admitting that at least. Shuck it. Don't worry, it's great. I like Kubo a lot. He makes characters good looking, and he doesn't support the Rurouni Kenshin mangaka. All right, let's just get that out of the way. I'm not talking about what that guy did. Let's see my announcements, my thoughts on Teto. Um, we take a look. if I can't talk though. Yep, yeah, nah, I remembered when Teto was taking flight and going to and fast traveling to another land. I mean, Teto's pretty cool. Teto is she funny Vocaloid. I'm so happy that Vocaloid is generally getting a lot more attention. It's kind of incredible to me that Teto was just an April Fool's joke that turned into an actual character. She broke my fucking chair. She broke my chair. I put it on there, stuff like that. When I was done taking a picture, I had to put her back on the seat, and she took up 3 spaces. No, I remember they there were other people that wanted to get onto the plane and such, and they had that seat booked, but they saw Teto sitting there, and they're like, understandable, okay, we're just gonna sit in the lavatory. I'm kidding. That probably happened. Hmm. It's good. Hmm. So let's go. It's just blushing. It's just let me pull up this command real quick. How do I do this one again? I forgot. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Is it F4? No, it's not F4. I think it's no, it's not that one. That's teary-eyed. There we go. It's like a very barely noticeable edit, but there is a blush here now. It's just that it's Alt F4. I tried it before. You know where that leads to. You know where that leads to. I know. Jack o' lantern. So, mm, I know what that is. I was. Do not. What was that fucking scene from Narnia with the lion? Like something. Do not threaten me or something. Where the lion's like, I was there when it was written in the scrolls or some shit. I forgot, but it was like that. I know where that leads to. I fell for that shit so much when I was a kid. I hope I remember correctly. Did I manage to get you to Alt F4? I don't remember actually. You maybe you probably did, but if you did, I might have not remembered it. Hmm. It would have had to have been when I was delirious as shit, though. Like, I'm talking sleep deprived levels of tired, actually full on drowsy. Like, not just for a bit drowsy, like full drowsy. Hmm. Nah, I think I got that. Hmm. Stuff, but yeah. Whew. It's been a while. It's been a fun time. It's been stuff like that and all. Man, who knows? Maybe with some luck, you'll be able to Alt F4 me. Actually, you reminded me. Thank you. One of the things that I wanted to do with my content is I now realized, like, I was like, when I was like mulling it over and I was like just kind of trying to find my path. I'm like, you know what I want to do? I want to do challenge runs, and I got a few ideas in mind already. Some good ones, some bad ones. So I even got a bear in mind. What's it called? But like, one of my favorite things to watch is like, I already installed a few randomizers and shit on the game. Mm, Maybe eventually everyone can spin a wheel to just ruin my day when I'm playing a game. Don't worry, I'm gonna definitely try to do that because I do want to try some of them. Mm. I want to try making a few of them. I want to try playing a few of those games and stuff. I remember when I was doing the charity stream for what's called I forgot what it was, but I think it was like for it was for like the VTuber group that I'm a part of, the Gremlin Squad. Y'all should follow them; they're really cool. But yeah, they had like a charity thing going on, and I streamed the whole day, which was like first I was trying to do the I forgot what it was. first I was trying to do like the Evil Within permadeath challenge because that game is like fucking insta kill the game. It's just you can die very easily in that game half of the time. It starts in the worst way imaginable. Um, and then first off, I died a few times. Stealth section was bad and such like that. Um, someone tipped or someone donated enough to charity in order to make me switch over to getting over it, and then I just had my brother play that game because I was out getting something, and then we went back to the Evil Within. So who knows? Maybe who knows? One of the things I could do is I could always just play a game with my glasses off. Get like contacts or some shit, honestly. But no, that could be very funny. Hmm. Nah, I got things that I wanted to plan out for a while. Anyone wants to suggest me a game, I put it in the game suggestion Discord server. Not Discord server. I made a channel on my Discord server where anyone could suggest me a game. We got some plans and such like that. I'm gonna have to be ending stream off very soon because everyone's already kind of asleep. My some of my family is sick and I can't really stuff like that. Cringe, yes, it is very cringe indeed. It is indeed very cringe, but that's just how it is. There's just some things that didn't work first, but don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll try to be back as early as possible since it's my day off. Hmm. I was finally able to get a somewhat consistent workflow back. I hated how my job scheduled me for day shifts, so I wasn't able to do anything really. Hmm. But now we got more people, so I'm able to work mornings again, and I have more time as a result. But yeah, don't worry. This was just sort of like, again, I just kind of missed everyone in general. I was testing the waters, and I wanted to see how things worked, such as well as saying hello again. Because again, I missed everyone. I really did. Oh yes, I'm also a voice actor now. That's cool. I got my own booth and shit like that. I should show it off sometimes, but I got like an actual booth, like all the gear and such. All I need to do now is I just need to kind of like lock in and start actually auditioning, booking gigs and stuff like that. I really should get onto it. Hmm. But yeah, this was just sort of like a general welcome back stream. Like I'm just happy to be back again. Everyone keeps asking me if I'm thinking about coming back, but yeah, I'm back. Hmm. But no, tomorrow we're gonna be gaming. We're gonna be playing some of that. We're gonna be sipping on some of that Doctor Resident Evil Requiem perky. We're gonna be playing some of that Resident Evil 9 because since that game was announced, chat, I've been locked in. I'm just like as much information as possible. I want to fucking play the game. I want to really like I've been bitten by the Resident Evil bug, chat. I'm now a Resident Evil fan. I've always been one. I'm just a bigger one. I'm just a bigger fan of it than I was before. I replayed Resident Evil 7 and I'm like, holy shit, this game is actually peak. What was I missing out on? Hmm. But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be gaming. I can't wait to see everyone tomorrow again. Since, it's my first real stream of the year. This one's like a prelude. And then tomorrow is Act 1 of an endless saga. I'm also gonna work on getting the VODs that I had from before uploaded. Because what is it? I have a lot, and I do mean I have a lot sitting on my SSD. I should genuinely get it a new one. Because I should genuinely get a new SSD because, well, how do I put it? Fucking mine's is almost out of space. Next time I should get a 2 terabyte or 4 terabyte one. I could have always used my HDD, but that one is very slow. Hmm. But yeah, from now on and such like that, I'm sorry to disappoint. I couldn't stick around for that long, but I'm just happy that I'm back. and stuff. I really am. It still feels unreal to me. Yeah, got everything down here. Some new, like probably change the panels a little bit and such. At least just possible. Fuck yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. See which ones we've got. I have raid request for the. Okay. So, Growing Vixes, Ayana. Don't wait. Oh shit, they're both streaming. Oh, hold on. Wait up a second. Wait up. All right. Founder. I think it's like we just kind of call dibs on it and such. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Harvey. I really am. The stuff. That was the wrong name. Oh. Oh well. E- uh, what's up? Wait. Hold on a second. Oh wait. Which one were you going to suggest? I mean, we're still gonna be rating. What's it called the Vixen, but we could keep it for next time in case they're streaming tomorrow. It's kind of call founders dibs. It's like first we got this and then that and such. So let's just try this one out. They won't be streaming tomorrow. Well, hey, we'll keep it in mind for the next time they do stream. Cause I'll also be streaming on Friday, I think. No, well, yeah, actually on Friday I can't stream on. I'll tell you another time. All right then. Okay then. Also, I'm part of my freaking. No worries, no worries. I'm pretty sure we can handle it. But yeah, let's just head on out. Let's just head on out. Um, First and foremost, though, for everyone on YouTube, this is where we part ways. I have been NYXIUM Nightingale, the second coming of the Lost Moon. I have been returned, but I'm going to be back tomorrow. Trust, and we're gonna be streaming some of that Resident Evil. So everyone on the YouTube side, thank you for coming in. Thank you for being a part of this. You all have a great day. You all have a great night in case of time zones. Get yourself a drink, watch a movie, and have a good one as we'll be seeing you all tomorrow. Thank you.